Hi guys, this week we have crossed 1K subscribers. Thank you very much for the love that you have given to this channel. So this is a very special video for my subscribers. In this video, we will talk about what kind of jobs you should apply for as a functional business analyst. So we'll read through the job description of a functional BA in order to understand the responsibilities in a much better way. We'll also discuss some quick hacks to get shortlisted in an interview. We will be discussing some 30 odd frequently asked questions in interviews. And last but not the least, the top 8 mistakes made by candidates when they go for interviews. So let's get started. Please note, in this video, we'll be discussing only entry-level business analyst interview questions. In order to avoid confusion, I'll be covering the senior business analyst interview questions in a separate video. So firstly, what kind of jobs should functional business analysts apply for? I will show you a job description from LinkedIn, and we will go through it together in order to understand this better. So here I've picked up a job from LinkedIn. I have searched for a business analyst job from the India location and filtered it as an entry-level business analyst job. So I'm going through the job description. It says that the candidate should be able to analyze the business needs of the client and perform business analysis activities under supervision. Okay. Work with leaders in the team to understand the business objectives, create software requirements artifacts, and also help seniors to identify solution options. Having a basic understanding of BA tasks like planning, stakeholder engagement, effective approval process, business analysis information, stakeholder and communication of information, and so on. So largely, this is the JD of a functional business analyst. They are looking for an entry-level business analyst who can assist a senior BA in understanding the business needs and coming up with a solution. Okay, the BA should also have skills to create software requirement artifacts like BRD, FRD, user stories. So requirements and traceability, prioritization, change impact analysis is some other components which are mentioned in this JD. So this is how the job description of a functional BA looks like. So they have not asked for any knowledge of R programming, Java programming, or SQL database. It's purely a functional JD. Of course, they have asked for knowledge of awareness of BA knowledge areas in WebOC, which means they want someone who has gone through the ECBA certification. Okay, now this is not mandatory in every business analyst JD. Some organizations insist that they would like to have ECBA certified candidates. This is something that we have to understand. When you search any job site for business analyst role, mix of business analyst role is usually thrown at you. Some of those roles will be techno-functional roles where certain technical skills will be required in order to perform the job. If they are looking for someone who can manage the requirements of the project end to end, then that is a pure functional business analyst JD, where you will be driving the requirements of the project in and out. For that, absolutely no technical skills are required. Now let's move on to quick hacks for getting shortlisted for a position. Now, many of my students say that they are not getting shortlisted for the BA positions that they are applying for. Now, one quick hack which I tell my students is that try to include keywords from your JD in your resume so that shortlisting for a position becomes much, much more easier. Why? Because most of the organizations, large as well as mid-sized organizations, nowadays use applicant tracking systems to shortlist candidates before an interview. This is because they receive a large volume of resumes for a particular position that they advertise. And it is manually not possible to filter out so many candidates and find that one person who might be having the skills that they are looking for. So most of it is done through automation. The filtration is done through automation, where the automation engine will try to map the job description with the resume of the candidate. So if you include some of the keywords from the JD into your resume, there are greater chances for you to get shortlisted for that position. Also, we have to look out for synonyms for the same word. Like, for example, if you talk about requirements gathering, it's also called as elicitation. So if in your JD, it is mentioned as elicitation and your resume mentions it as requirements gathering, there will be a mismatch found by the automation engine, due to which your CV might not get shortlisted for the position. So try to include the same words that you find in the job description into your resume so that you have greater chances of getting shortlisted. And now we come to what are some of the frequently asked questions in business analyst interviews. So one of the common question which is asked during most of the interviews is, tell me something about yourself. Now, this is an icebreaker question, but the most important one also. Your response to this question will determine the fate of the rest of the interview. In this question, the interviewer tries to gauge your confidence level as well as the knowledge and skills that you bring to the table. So do ensure, if you're transitioning from a different role into a business analyst role, talk about some 2 key projects that you executed in your previous role. Also highlight the business analysis tools and techniques you are familiar with. Most of the points you mention in response to this question will be picked up by the interviewer to ask you further questions on this. But please note, keep it short. It should not exceed more than 2 minutes. So if you don't have much experience giving interviews, then I would say before the interview, prepare a short para about yourself, highlighting your key strengths, skills, knowledge, and the value that you bring to the table. Now, if you're an absolute fresher and you do not have experience, then talk about the project that you executed while you underwent business analyst training. Any projects that you had executed in your training program, that can be highlighted in the interview, and the responsibilities you handled in that particular project. Some of the other interview questions would revolve around what are the key responsibilities of a business analyst, what skills you should have as a BA, what are the tools you have used as a business analyst, what are the requirement gathering techniques you are familiar with, need analysis, and how do you conduct need analysis, what are the different types of requirements in a project. So you should be able to differentiate between a business requirement, functional requirement, non-functional, and transition requirements. If you don't know what are the difference between these requirements, I have separate videos which will tell you what these requirements exactly are. Some of the other questions might revolve around what are the prioritization techniques you are familiar with. What challenges as a BA have you faced in a project? What are the UML models you are familiar with? What is a use case? What is the role of a BA in a UAT? How do you handle production issues? How do you handle tough customers or arrogant customers? What are the documents or artifacts prepared by a business analyst? What is gap analysis? What is ASES and to-be states? So if they are planning to place you in an agile project, there might be specific questions around agile. Do practice Scrum, which is a predominant framework used in most of the IT projects. So in Scrum, they might ask you, what are the roles? What are the Scrum roles? What are the Scrum ceremonies you're familiar with? What are user stories and what are epics? What is a backlog and what's a product backlog refinement meeting? What's the role of a PO, and how as a business analyst you will work jointly with the PO to define the requirements of the project. You might also encounter some scenario based questions, like if a client changes a requirement in the midst of a sprint, what will you do? Or if your customer wants to build a new application, what is the first step that you will take to understand the requirements for this application? So these are a set of questions that are frequently asked in interviews. A quick hack that will help you identify what kind of questions might be asked in the interview is the keywords in the job description itself translates into an interview question. So if they, in the job description, they have asked that the candidate should be proficient in documenting requirements in the form of BRD, FRD, then they will ask you questions pertaining to that. What is the difference between a BRD and FRD? and how a business requirement can be converted into a functional requirement. If they have need analysis mentioned in the JD, they will ask you what is the need assessment technique and how does a BA do that. Also, if the job description mentions epics, user stories, then these also will be asked in the interview. So you can pick up keywords from the JD and formulate your own questions, which will be the actual questions that will be coming in the interview. So that's a quick hack. So what are some of the top 8 mistakes I have seen candidates doing while during an interview? Mistake number 1, never bluff in an interview. Be open to your employer about what skills you have and what you do not possess. Many organizations appreciate the honesty and transparency that you bring to the table. They also hire you and train you for the skills that you don't have. So don't be in a desperation to get that job and simply go on saying yes to every skill that they ask for. Mistake number 2, candidates send in the wrong format of resume. This is another reason your resumes don't get shortlisted. I've seen people migrating from different roles into a business analyst role. So you might be a software tester, software developer, or a banker, insurance agent. But when you send resume for a business analyst role, you need to reformat it and present it in a way that highlights your business analysis skills. Because don't send across a resume that looks like a software developer or software tester. Obviously, your resume will not get shortlisted. Mistake number 3, ensure that you take your call from a quiet place and not from a noisy environment. Mistake number 4, I've seen many candidates not being on time for the interview. Do not log in 5 or 10 minutes after the scheduled time. Please be on time. Mistake number 5, before the interview, spend some time knowing about the company that will be hiring you. You can research on the internet, go through the company website, and understand the products and services that they're offering in the market. This will better prepare you for the interview. Many candidates get nervous during the interview. Now, you get nervous when your mind is constantly thinking about the outcome. So, one quick hack to handle it, just go with the flow and enjoy the interview. So, tell yourself it's okay even if you don't clear the interview. It's not the end of the world. I'll look out for a better opportunity. This will bring about better focus during the interview. And remember, the lessons learned during every interview will help you prepare much better for the next interview. After every interview, note down the lessons learned. What do I mean by that? You have to note down where exactly you fumbled, which question you were unable to respond to. Try to find answers to those questions and don't repeat your mistakes. This will help you better perform for the next interview. Above all, do not lose hope. I have seen many candidates, when they are not able to clear the first 1 or 2 interviews, they lose hope. It is very easy to get demotivated during a job search. This might be your 30th interview. Give it as though it is your first one. When you fail an interview, think that there is a better opportunity in store for you, and it will come only through hard work. So be persistent on your job search. Hard work and determination will definitely get you there. That's all in today's video. Thank you. Bye.